We are live.
We are
Welcome.
alive. Hey, it's Jeff Pulver. Welcome to another edition of Jeff's Place, and grateful to be live today. It's now September 2022, believe it or not, and we have a wonderful show lined up. We have three guests, three friends of Jeff's Place. Colm, Tempting Murphy, and Jennifer are joining us. Harry is going to be co-hosting today's show. We're coming to you live from somewhere on the East Coast. I'm sorry, that's a different show. Anyway, we are broadcasting, and it's just wonderful to be here. I would encourage you to follow our guests on their social platforms, buy their music. Tipping is allowed and encouraged, and really want to thank all of you for being part of Jeff's Place. It's this is an idea that came out a couple of years ago, and there's no looking back, just looking forward. Really, I've been enjoying the opportunity to not only get to know the artists and their writing style and their performances, but also the people who come here and a home that we're creating, because there's a feeling of comfort and just being, and I don't take that for granted. Shout outs to Lauren and Harry for co-producing the show, and today's show is going to be co-hosted by Harry, and so in fact that's a beautiful thing. And we are representing three countries today. We have Canada, we have Ireland, and the U.S. in the house, and so it's just really nice. And Harry, I'm going to hand the hosting over to you. So please, you come forward in here. There you are. You're in the
Oh, there I
spotlight
am.
now.
Okay,
So,
great.
so
Well,
I'm going to
thank.
get out of the spotlight, and we'll co-host. We'll co-figure this out. I'm
All
getting
right.
figure this out.
Well, you
Take it
got
away.
it, Jeff. Well, thank you, and welcome everybody. And with no further ado, I'm going to get Mr. Murphy up here on the stage as well. And Mr. Murphy, I'll ask you to introduce yourself and kick off the show for us. And I'm going to get out of the way.
Thank you, Harry. Appreciate it. I mean,
Okay.
not that you're out of the way. You're always welcome. You can share the stage with me
I'm
anytime.
always in the way too. So anyway,
Oh, so I'm kicking things off in North America from Canada, from Toronto, and where yes, the late Queen of England is our queen in this country as well. Colin may have a few things to say from a different perspective, but there's no doubt she was pretty impressive. Impressive woman who led a very, very interesting life. And I mean, I've never been alive until today where she wasn't the queen. So that's, I mean, look at me, I've been around a long time. Anyway, so this first song is a new tune of mine, and it's about losing somebody. It's not really perfectly applicable for the queen, but it does have that theme in common. It's called "Miss You, I Will," which I've been. A fellow songwriter said I sound like Yoda with a title like that, because normally would be "I Will Miss You," but that's been done so many times, and I think it fits the song. If you disagree, let me know. This is "Miss You, I Will," and it goes something like this. Sometimes it's so hard for me to realize that you're gone, that in the dark corners of my life your lighted once shone. Memories of your laughter, your wisdom, your grace, and even the times you did put me in my place. Miss you, I will. Miss you until I am no more. Your leaving leaves a void in your wake nothing else can fill. But I'm so glad I had the chance to know you. I'll miss you, I will. Miss you, I will. Miss you until the cows come home. confide in you. No more chances to relate. Opportunity's gone now. Had to move on somehow. You just could not wait. I'll miss your sense of humor, and of course your smile, and your understanding that life is such a trial. Miss you I will, miss you I will, forever and a day. No more beside you, no more to confide in you, no more chances to relate. Oh, opportunity's gone now. Have to move on somehow. You just could not wait. Miss you I will, miss you I will, but I am no more.
Wow. Great song. I like the line when the cows come home. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I could have put that old expression about when the fat lady sings, but I just didn't fit the poetry of the tune.
Oh, but the sentiment was really nice, and it was really. You're right. It may not be for the Queen, but at the same time, it's certainly a. I like the feel of the song, the texture of it, and it resonates loudly. So thank you for that.
Well, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna do a little older tune of mine. From a couple of decades ago. It's another song I've kind of rediscovered through some of my material, and it's kind of one of those tortured love songs. And I kind of interesting. It's called "Diamond in the Rough," and I'm referring to myself. The narrator is referring to himself, and it's kind of funny when you think about it from that perspective. But this is called "Diamond in the Rough." All that I have now, everywhere I go, and everyone that cares enough to know, still not able to find my way home. Lost in a love that was never known. Here I am now, the diamond in the rough. Can't believe I more than had enough. Here I am now, the diamond in the rough. And all the walls came tumbling down. World-weary nonsense, lost but not found. Time is a symphony of and effect. Timing's off due to widespread neglect. Here I am now, a diamond in the rough. Can't believe that more than had enough. Here I am now, a diamond in the rough. Thought I had a chance to be with you. Moving target, what was I to do? Cries in the night, bounce off empty walls. Try as I might to make sense of it all. Rumbling static, distant applause. No time to reflect on my character flaws. Here I am now, diamond in the rough. I can't believe I've more than had enough. Here I am now, a diamond in the rough. Here I am now, a diamond in, diamond in the rough.
Yes. Wow. Harry was also really nice. And again, I like the very smooth vibe and comforting vibe, and and the message is powerful. And I get that you're it's nice to know that you're speaking of you yourself, because at one point or another we're all diamonds in the rough, right? We never really quite have that comfort, and but you always can shine, right? Even when you're a rough cut diamond, you still got that light with you.
Took the words out of my mouth.
That sounds like a song title.
Another one.
Is that 90s? Maybe that was 80s.
I don't know. 90s. We could look at Jeff's 45 collection, and he probably has it.
Those are my 45s are mostly from the 70s and 80s, Harry.
Are they really? I thought
Actually, mostly from the 80s.
There's a few 90s in there. I saw a few 90s.
I know, but yeah.
Okay. Here's a song that I know I've done, I think, once before here, and I seem to recall that it was a favorite of Jeff's. Maybe I dreamt that, but I think he liked it. So here we go. This is a song called "Stains."
Oh yes, I do like this song of yours. Yes.
You remember it from the title.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, and I think the song speaks for itself, but that's the theme that goes through the entire thing. This is called "Stains." And third fret. Here we go. There's a stain on the basement floor. I don't know why it's even there. Some mishap, some accident. There's a stain on the basement floor. There's a stain all over my heart, but it wasn't always there. There's pain and regret, and it still hurts. There's a stain all over my heart. Oh, life isn't always clean. Of course, there will be stains. Deal with them and move on. There's a stain on the church's door, and no scrubbing will remove it. Hypocrisy, it seems to me, put a stain on the church's door. But you know, life isn't always clean. Life isn't always easy. Of course, there will be stains. Deal with them and move on. Oh. There are stains in the halls of power, echoes of broken promises, revealing and frustrating too. All those stains in the halls of power. Oh, now life isn't always clean. No, life isn't always easy. Of course, there will be stains. Deal with them and move on. There's a stain on the basement floor. I don't know why it's even there. Some mishap, some accident. There's a stain on the basement floor. There's a stain on the basement floor. There's a stain on the basement floor.
Yes, that was Stains coming to you live here at Jeff's Place. That's Tempting Murphy, and wow, that was beautiful. I just love it. And you listeners, you should come in, make requests. You never know what the artist will come in and say. But please share your love. Please remember to support our artists. And that was beautiful. And yes, we are live here. Tempting, that was great. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. I got one more. I just wanted to mention too, as a public service announcement, that all of these songs are copywritten by myself. Just for the record. There you go. I wanted to say that. It's an in-joke, guys.
Yes. Should anyone try to flag these songs being sung, they actually are being sung by the person who has the copyright. Understand that.
Oh man. Okay, I just want to say before I play my last song, thank you as always to Jeff, Harry, and Lauren, and for speaking of public service, they're providing a wonderful public service, and we just need more people to be aware of it, and they're also providing opportunities for musicians. It's still tough getting gigs out there, and this is a different type of gig and different type of audience, and also probably the best thing is a chance to get to know my fellow musicians out there and to hear their wonderful material, and it's just wonderful. So thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff's Place. This is and my last song is a little bit more upbeat. I started with the depressing one. This is getting gradually more upbeat, and this is another love song, but it's a reasonably happy love song. This is called "All That I Wanted Was You." There's no denying that I was trying to decide what I would do. Lots of confusion before the conclusion. Someone dreams do come true. Thinking about yesterday, all that I wanted was you. And as the memories fade, all that I wanted was you. There's still tomorrow, more time I will borrow, wanting to see this through. I didn't know whether it was now or never, if you felt the same way too. Thinking about yesterday, all that I wanted was you. As the memories fade, all that I wanted was you. Also to ignite, but burning so long, once the die had been cast. The look in your eyes was a siren song. We built a love to last. There's no denying life can be so trying. We all know this is true. In the confusion, I found the solution. In one moment I knew. Thinking about yesterday, all that I wanted was you. As the memories fade, all that I wanted was you. All that I wanted was you. All that I wanted was you.
Yes, all that I wanted was you. Again, live at Jeff's Place. That's Tempting Murphy. Thank you for that song. Thanks for being part of our show today. Thanks for what you do and bringing yourself, bringing beautiful music and words and energy here. So thank you for that, Tempting. We are grateful to know you and look forward to having you join us again. And Harry, I should not be dominating here. You are co-hosting, so take it away, please.
You got it. Thank you, Mr. Murphy. It was excellent set. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Really enjoyed it. Enjoyed it a lot. Our next artist is Jennifer. Jennifer, I'm going to bring you up to the stage here. And where is she? There she is, right there. There she is.
Hello.
How are you? How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good, good, good. I'm going to hand the mic over to you, and
Okay.
and it's
Yeah.
all yours. I'm going to get out of the way again
Okay. Well,
because I'm so graceful about all this stuff here. Here we go.
The best. The best. So yeah, I'm Jennifer. I'm Jennifer Alvarado. I am from a little pen dot in North Carolina called Vail. And I would say that my songs are kind of like Dina Carter 90s country mixed with Alanis Morissette. With her raw angst, because I'm a very angsty human being. And I'm moody, and I write songs about being moody. So, yeah. So if you ever, I guess, do me wrong, you're probably going to get a song written about you. Yeah. Anyway, I'll just put that warning out there now. Actually, what's funny is I was doing a choir rehearsal last night, and somebody said something, and I came home and told my husband what they said, and he was like, she just doesn't know you. She doesn't know that she's going to have a song written about her in about 5 minutes.
Almost, but in some ways, it's quite an honor to have a song written about you. But even in angst, because it'll be remembered.
Yeah.
But don't do you wrong. By the way, have you written any songs about people who haven't done you wrong?
I have. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've written some very nice songs about my husband. I used to write about my grandmother after she passed away. I wrote about her and my grandfather, sort of as a memorial to them. So yes, I do write nice songs at times. I tend to write angsty songs. That's
I hear you.
what happens. Anyway, because I don't want to be I don't want to be an angry person. So this is how I let it go, and it just goes up in the music, and I can be as mean as I want to be. And then it's like, it's safe because it's a song. So, yeah. So, this first song that I'm going to be singing, it actually kind of relates to Timothy Murphy's Stains, in the fact of, like, he was talking about the stains on the church door.
Yeah.
And the hypocrisy and everything. And that's pretty much what this song is about. I went through a period of time where I was really, really hurt by the church that I was with. And I saw a lot of things happening that just went against what I believe is good, and that I know is good. And so this song is called Filthy Water, and it's about basically a jerk who everybody kind of has him on the pedestal and sees him this certain way, but I see through it. And eventually, you know, it tells us, I think it's in a chapter of Mark, that like eventually like all truth comes to light, and all those dark secrets, all that hidden stuff, like it's all going to come to light at some point. And so that's really what this song is about. So I'll start with Filthy Water. One night becomes three every time you talk to me. Light a match and watch it burn. Soon the table's gonna turn. Well, you think you are the man, talking with your dirty hands, but karma will make it right. The things you took away in spite. Ooh, well, don't you know? And truth is gonna show. And one day soon we're gonna see exactly what you did to me. And one day soon, I have no doubt, they'll throw the filthy water out. Well, you can't wash a sinner clean when preachers practice what they preach. But when their words are just for show, well, soon their flocks will start to know. And well, don't you know? Truth is gonna show. And one day soon they're gonna see exactly what you did to me. And one day soon, I have no doubt, they'll throw the filthy water out. Uh-oh. When the darkness comes to light, well, who'll be by your side? 'Cause one day soon we're gonna see exactly what you did to me. And one day soon, I have no doubt, they'll throw the filthy water out. And one day soon we're gonna see exactly what you did to me. One day soon our humble down, they'll throw the filthy water out. Goodbye.
Filthy Water coming to you live here at Jess Place. I like
Wasn't
that
it?
goodbye. That goodbye was great. That was like, yes.
Hey Jeff, what was the song? I love that dirty water. What was that? Who sang that? Love that dirty water. Boston, you're my home. I forgot. Oh well.
Hey,
I'll look it up.
we'll look it up. But as far as I'm concerned, the only one who's ever uttered those words is Jennifer.
Thank you. So I think sometimes when you are in situations, you like I'm that person that's like severely stubborn. You can ask my husband. I'm like a mule. And I tend to stay too long in situations. I tend to put up with too much in situations because I feel like it's a reflection on me if it doesn't work out. And so this is about a situation that I stayed way too long in. But, you know, I'm hell-bent. And so that's what the song's called.
Well, I'm sorry, what the song's called? I'm hoping?
Hell-bent.
Hell Bent. Oh, gee.
Hell-bent.
You really are on like a drive today. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Filthy
I'm really
Water,
on this
Hell
drive.
Bent. Watch out.
I'm really on this. Yeah, I'm on this kick today. Just know. I'm in a
Whoa.
mood. Okay.
Do not get in her way. Do not get in her way.
I won't be driving today because I have road rage and we need to stay off the road. I'm kidding. Okay, but this is Hellbent. I was hell-bent on loving you. I would end up losing myself if it pleased you. With every careless word and selfish turn, I didn't see the truth. 'Cause I was hell-bent on loving you. And you were hell-bent on using me. No matter how much I hurt, you just couldn't see that your foolish games and thoughtless ways were killing me. 'Cause you were hell-bent on loving me. And time goes by, and sometimes people change. But then sometimes you have to walk away. Well, now I'm hell-bent on loving me. For better or worse, until I die, you're gonna see everything you had, but your stubborn pride pushed me to leave. Because I'm hell-bent on loving me.
Again, great song. Do not mess with this woman. She is hell bent.
Um, so I put out part one of my project Songbird back in July, and that project, it's not all like mean, aggressive, sad music. I promise. It's got some happy songs up in there, but with that said, it the first part of it was really about going through this season of life, and you come out of it and you have all these questions, and you question, like, okay, what did I do wrong, what did I do right, where, how do I fit into all this, and for me, like, I blame myself a lot for situations, and so I wrote this sort of as like a healing thing, but the song I'm about to play was actually, it's straight from my journal. And I questioned even putting it out just because it is very, very honest, but it was almost a statement back to some people of just, I'm not going to let you keep me down. Like, I'm going to keep moving on. I'm going to keep moving forward. And, like, everything you've said and all that, like, it's not going to keep having this effect and this hold on me. So, this is one of those, like, cathartic, like, think about life songs. So, it's called By This Time Next Year. By this time next year, I hope I'm finally over you. And instead of these tears, I'll be happy again. I won't question every move I make, wonder why you chose to break this heart. It will all be so clear by this time next year. And by this time next year, whenever someone mentions your name, I won't pretend not to hear from the fear of going insane. I won't ask for all the reasons why, wonder why you said goodbye. I'll no longer think there's something wrong with me by this time next year. Oh, this time next year. And by this time next year, well, I'll be over you. All the shit you have said, and all the stupid things that you do. Well, I realize it's more to me now than there ever was with you. It will all be so clear by this time next year. Oh, this time next year. This time next year. Oh, this time next year.
That is, yes, what a message. And it's like, I like that. And you're marking a moment in time.
Yeah. Well, and I wrote it at the end of 2020, which, let's be honest, I think 2020 was hard on everybody. And it was kind of that, like, I wrote it on New Year's Eve of 2020. And it was kind of my statement, because I wanted to just, like, write a statement for the year to say, I'm leaving all this in the past and we're moving on. So,
But sometimes even if you write it out like that, you still carry it with you.
yeah.
It's still like and this song, if nothing else, is a reminder of where you were at that moment. But
Oh, yeah.
so how were you same time next year, a year after you wrote that song? Were you where you wanted to be?
I don't know know that I'm ever like necessarily where I want to be. I think I was
Ever?
Well, I think okay. So here's my thing. Like I think my personality, like I constantly am moving forward, and
Yeah.
so I never like I always want to be better. I always want to do better. All that kind of stuff. So I think I'm definitely happier. Like I can definitely say that, and I definitely am at a peace, and I think that's what I look at as like, am I at peace where I am? So
Right.
yeah, I definitely. I mean, after so a year went on, and like I was at a completely different place. Like these people that had this hold on me and all that, like I wasn't sitting there worried about them anymore because I found like a whole new group of people. And I mean, honestly, like even Jeff's place, like, you know, I played a round last week in Nashville, and like it was the first round I've played up there, but I realized like how much Jeff's place has like helped me. And so I honestly, like, I just thank you for that. I thank you and Harry and Lauren for that, because it allowed me to get to know other artists and be around other artists and realize that like not everything in music is negative. Like I had such a bad experience that I was so shut off from people and scared of people, and especially Jeff's place was, you know, very like welcoming and home, and I don't know, like it completely showed me a difference.
Thank you. That's absolutely beautiful, and I appreciate that. And really, it's so the intention, right, is to be a home. It's sort of a,
Right.
you know, we may not be your local pub, but we're sort of the global pub. We're the place where you can come to from anywhere, be welcomed,
Yeah.
and I'm, you know, thank you for your support and your continued
Yeah.
support. And pure magic you are.
Thanks. Okay, well, I'm gonna end with this one. It's a little ditty that I haven't played in a while, and I played it a long time ago. But it's called "I Don't Want You Back," and basically this song is reflecting back, because anytime you come out of a situation, you kind of have rose-colored glasses, and you kind of start thinking about, especially on the hard days, oh, I miss you, I miss that, I miss whatever, and it wasn't that bad, and let's go back, let's try it again. And this is that, like you said, reminder of no, it really was that bad. Don't go back, never go back.
Never go
So
back.
yeah, so here we go. It was always my issue. It was always me who missed you. Guess I finally had to come to, problem's not me, it's all you. In the chaos of confusion, like a snake or an illusion, bit the apple, it was poison. I tried my best just to hang on. It's always one or the other when it comes to love. You're either in or you're out, 'cause it's not enough. You're either running or you're caught in the sinking sand. When it comes to you, I don't want you back. You were right, I was all wrong, but I did my best to stay strong. Heard the whispers all around me, told myself that they were crazy. Then it happened like the movies. One night I came home early. She was standing in the doorway, 'cause when the cat's gone the mice will play. It's always one or the other when it comes to love. You're either in or you're out, 'cause it's not enough. You're either running or you're caught in the sinking sand. When it comes to you, well, I don't want you back. You're not my friend, you're not my lover, you mean nothing at all. You're just someone I used to know who broke my heart. You say you're sorry, I'm aware of just how sorry you are. And I don't want you back. It's always one or the other when it comes to love. You're either in or you're out, 'cause it's not enough. You're either running or you're caught in the sinking sand. When it comes to you, I don't want you.
The ending of Ahavarabah is chanted. So, Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach.
No,
Baruch
I
she'amar.
don't want you back.
Blessing after reading Torah. Baruch atah.
No, I don't
Blessing before
want
reading.
you back.
Blessing after reading
And that was I
Haftarah.
Don't Want You Back live, coming to you live here at Just Plays. And that's the amazing Jennifer from Colorado. Wow. Okay. And by the way, she's from Vail, not Colorado, North Carolina. But you never know because, hey, Vail's Vail. And it's so nice to have you. And thanks for being part of Just Plays, the community. And of course, we do want you back, as Lauren says. Yes, we do. And so, you know, we just want
Kiddush
more.
for Friday
we just
night.
want more whenever
with-
possible. And yes, most of your music is available on streaming services, and I believe you've written this music. You are the owner of
I
this
am
music.
the owner
Shema
of
and
this music,
V'ahavta.
yes.
So dare say Facebook, if you're hearing me and you're flagging this broadcast, shame on you. Our artists are singing music they've written. How crazy a thought is it? Now, it's nothing bad about covers, by the way, but you guys are playing music you've written too. And it's like, hey, beautiful things. Harry, what do you think? Wasn't that a beautiful set?
Awesome. Awesome.
Shema
Amazing. Yeah, it was
Yisrael.
really relaxing me. It was an awesome set.
Israel.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for coming once again.
Adonai
Harry, I think you have you have to bring in the opportunity to bring in
Okay, there he is. There's
Second for
Mr.
the
Colm.
next
Thank you,
line to be
Jennifer.
said silently.
Colm, how are you? How's it going? How's the Emerald Isle there?
Good. Harry, and you're doing a fantastic job in co-hosting. As always, fair play to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So I'm going to get out of the way and let you do your introductions and
Never in the way.
tell us what you're going to play. Thank you, sir.
Well, first of all, to Neil, Tempting Murphy, and to Jennifer, two gorgeous sets. I always say, you don't make this easy on me because it'll be, you know, it's one thing kicking off, but then when you have to follow two fantastic acts, it's always tricky.
When you get to
I'm going to kick off with a tune.
I
don't really pigeonhole what I do. You know, in some, like, when I do PR radio stuff, they love to have the perfect one sentence, two line depiction of what you do, whether you're a
The
folk singer,
reality is you don't
songwriter.
live in that sentence. You're outside that sentence all the time, and it's so frustrating to have to say to describe to the PR people, "Hey, I am this sentence," when you are so much more.
And it's okay. I don't mind because I understand where they're coming from, and I know you need bite-sized nuggets to explain what you do. But one of the things that I try to, or I come back to again and again with my songwriting, I was very much influenced by poetry as a teenager, and imagery is something that always captures me. And the song I'm going to play, I wrote with one of the best songwriters I've ever met. I wish I knew you like I used to. I don't know what clothes you wear, or the color of your hair, or the songs you've been listening to. I wish I knew you like I used to. I wish I had called you on your birthday. It wouldn't have taken much. Could have called you just because I just don't know what you would do. I wish I knew you like I used to. Hanging around is turning me upside down. Both feet on the ground, we're in the air. And I'll sing for you, for everything we once knew, till the clouds all burst and I find you everywhere. And then cover me in starlight, the rain will hide my tears, and fly the way you've always wanted to. I'm not much for conversation or pretty lines that rhyme, but this I know, and I guess this much will do. I wish I knew you. I wish I knew you like your friends do. Still they don't know much at all, like the posters on your wall, or the way we used to steal your grandpa's books. I wish I knew you like your friends do. Tell me you found a way to make up somehow. I'm split in two since you left town. And throw me a line and promise we'll both be fine, that maybe the moon won't fall next time around. And then cover me in starlight, the rain will hide my tears, and fly the way you've always said you do. I'm not much for conversations or pretty lines that run, but this I know, and I hope this much will do. I wish I knew you. 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 I hope I still do.
Wow. Sounds great, Colm. Little London Bridge in there, and we're really happy we know you. So
Had to do it. Had to do it.
great tune. Great tune. Enjoyed that.
Thanks.
Enjoyed that.
Thanks, Harry. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, sir.
Thank
So
you.
what do you got next for us after that London Bridge coming down there?
Yeah. Do you know, from song to song, I always just kind of ad lib it. So just gonna keep.
Well, Lauren was playing one of your songs yesterday, and I was like, man, this guy's like a time traveler, because it sounded like I was listening to something from like the 30s or 40s. And then you play something like this, and you can really, you can do it all there, Colm. You're a very talented man, I'll tell you. Thank you, sir.
Jack of all trades and master of none. You don't know this. You don't know the song, do you? That Lauren was playing.
What was that? Do you remember that song that he was playing yesterday? Remember you were playing it on? I don't know even know what you were playing it on. I was on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it just sounded so nice and peaceful, and we both were silent the whole song, and it was good stuff. Good
Oh,
stuff.
that's lovely. That's lovely. Well, I'm glad it was a positive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And what? Oh, my friend here is trying to say something. She's trying to figure out what song. But you're the jack of all trades in music. I'm the jerk of all trades over here. So
Okay. Well, I don't agree with that, but
I'm joking. Yeah, of course.
For this one, I often tell the story that when I started off as a songwriter, you do the rounds of the open mic nights in Dublin. So you do a Wednesday night in the International Bar, a Monday in Whelan's, Tuesday in the Workman's Club, and Fridays you could be in Darky Kelly's or the Patriots Inn or somewhere like that. And one of the things that I noticed that a lot of songwriters, in particular male songwriters, was all these mopey songs about breakup and heartache and unrequited love and stuff like that, which I know is 90% of the canon anyway. So I wanted to take a hard right at Neil Sedaka and Elton John. So I would always try to introduce a little bit of bluegrass, a little bit of ragtime into my tunes, and this is like my protest song to love songs. But really, when you strip it away, it's kind of just a bitter old crabby curmudgeon who is hurting inside but doesn't want to admit it. It's called All I Ever Think About. It's a troubled mind that's turning every hour, every day, and a weary heart that trembles till each tear gets wiped away, and the notion that I'll be the reason you come back to stay, because all I ever think about is you. There's no oil in my engine and no Santa in my sleigh, and a dark cloud's always raining on my graduation day, and my pillow tastes like all the dreams that I let slip away, and all I ever think about is you. Lemonade and wine, chocolate-covered Valentine, and mistletoe with no one down below. We'll be right as rain, into the bark I'll carve your name. Just say you'll be my angel, buried in the snow. Never count my eggs until my belly starts to ache, and all my skeletons will dance until the ceiling starts to break, and it's a drag to sleep alone, so each night I lie awake, because all I ever think about is you. All I ever think about is you. All I ever think about is you.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like the guitar work on that column. That was
Thanks.
really nice. Almost a little like Jim Croce, a little John Denver-ish almost.
Yeah.
But, real nice. Enjoyed it.
Big time. Thanks so much, man. And you know, it's funny, like talking of influences, John and Jim were huge ones on me that I find, especially when I play guitar, because I primarily play piano a lot of the time, although in this instance I'm relegated to the crawl space in the attic, so I don't have the room for a piano in front of me. But when I pick up a guitar, I find myself going back to a lot of the Croce, Don McLean, John Denver kind of picking patterns and stuff like that. So it's funny you should mention them because they're sort of a constant, you know.
Yeah, well, I had the privilege of watching you live play the piano, and man, you could give Elton John a run for his money there. You do great. You're great behind the piano as well. So again,
Thanks,
you're the jack of all trades for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You know, I think Doug DeJoe is getting his karmic comeuppance now because because that night, God, he was a demon. Like, you know, downtime and you're at a bar with somebody like Doug DeJoe and you've got a gig to do in 3 hours is not the kind of company you want to be keeping. It was
fun.
You know?
Come on, it was good. I was sober as a judge, and you guys were it was fun as hell. It was a great time, and
I remember all of it, but it was just I remember coming out to do I Want to Learn a Love Song, and after getting through the first verse, realizing that I didn't have my notes, and just cursing Doug from a height. But look, you know, we're both big boys, so but it was a fantastic night. Yeah,
as the Irish would say, it was all good crack. So
yeah, all in the name of good crack. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
That's for sure.
For sure.
So sounds good. What do you got for us next, my friend?
I'm gonna do a tune. It's from my first album, A Voice for the Urban Darlings, and it's a song called Little Darling. Little darling, I've tried learning all the songs you love to hear, tales of wicked games and riptides, but the words were all unclear. Instead of talking about the weather, all the things you love to do, I can't explain quite what I'm thinking, so I wrote this song for you. You're a tiny ballerina in an age of diamond rings, and I'm as foolish as the dove that lost its heart to shiny things. But we'll never get tomorrow if the moon decides to rise, although I swore I saw the world one time reflected in your eyes. And it's the chance I have to take to see one summer's morning break, or watch a golden sun illuminate your hair. The light of love itself indeed, the only arms I'll ever need, the best there's ever been, complete beyond compare. So as you lay your head to sleep and all the neon lights turn blue, I hope your dreams take shape and walk, and then one day they all come true. I must be leaving now, my dear, but let me say before I do, there's not one star within the sky that's half as beautiful as you.
Yes, sir. Another great one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Yeah, so that was Little Darling, and that's from A Voice for the Urban Darlings. And to anybody who's watching and feels like supporting the arts, one thing I would say is now more than ever is really the time to do it. One of the things that I've noticed, especially from speaking to a lot of my musical contemporaries, is that coming out of the whole COVID situation, a lot of people, when you're a working musician, sometimes you take on residencies, like whether it's performing in a local venue or whatever, to just keep yourself afloat, or you have to teach music or whatever it is to kind of keep money coming in all the time. And for a lot of people, those gigs never returned. And I'm very fortunate in the sense that one, I get to do what I love as a job and as a career, but it didn't happen overnight. And it's important to always be aware of the fact that, like, I started out my career as a busker, and there were times where I would tell myself, that's it, I'm not going to busk anymore. And then I'd have to go back to do it just to put food on the table and to make ends meet. So it's easy to get cushy with the idea that, you know, masks aren't as big a thing anymore and COVID maybe is something of the past. But for a lot of people, the wounds, the axe wounds that were laid in by COVID are still very much raw and are still very much there. So what I would say to people is, you might think it's insignificant purchasing a CD or sending a couple of dollars somebody's way on PayPal, but it really goes an awful long way and it adds up. And I, for one, anytime I get donations of any description, it goes right back into my music. And I'm regularly back in studio at the moment, and I'm working on some new tracks. And I've got a Christmas single coming out with Charlie McGettigan, and I've got some shows all around Ireland. So all of those things unfortunately cost money. So
Yes.
it goes a long way. You'd be surprised. So I would encourage people, if you feel a tinge of generosity in you today, that supporting the arts get you a one-way ticket into heaven when you die. So,
and please support our artists, and all their information, their tip cups, and all their their pages are over to the right there in the chat. So please help support our artists, and because we need them, as you know, we need them here. We need them here at Jeff's place, and we love to have them. So what do you got to wrap up the show there, Colm? And thanks for that public service announcement, because you know it's the truth, and everybody needs it, and it's been a lot of scars left. So
Yeah, big time. Sorry, I didn't mean to
no,
say there.
absolutely, it's all good, man. Well,
Yeah.
it's it's something that needs to be said for sure.
It does, and it's often overlooked. But thank you so much for being a great host today, Harry, and for adding so much brevity to the whole thing. It's been great. This is always a lovely place to catch up.
Well, it's always a treat come Thursday, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
So thank you, and thank everybody, Tempting, Jennifer, and all our guests. It's always a treat. Me and Lauren look forward to this every Thursday. We have a lot of fun with it, and it gives us a few hours of peace for sure.
Me too. And Lauren made the point, or Jeff made it too, that it's a virtual cafe, it's a virtual pub, not a real one. And Jennifer made a great point there too, and I completely echo her sentiments that this is a community that's developed unto itself. And there's so many people over here who I meet, and people, friends of mine who are touring in the States now, who speak so highly of yourself and Lauren and Jeff. And that's just kudos to the great people that you guys are. So
thank you. And
fair play.
It's because of you guys, and it's your local cheers. It's where everybody knows your name, which is really cool. And again, we I don't know what we would do without it. So it's intimate, it's great, it's local, it's global, and we got you guys, we got each other. So sounds good. So I'm gonna hand it over to you to wrap it up there, Colm. Thank you, sir. Thank you again.
Thank you, Harry. Well, in the early days of my songwriting, I find the analogy of birds, and by birds I mean the things with feathers, to be it's great visual interplay. I had so many songs like Hummingbird, Bluebird. I was trying to avoid Blackbird as much as possible for copyright reasons, and I used to get an awful lot of stick from my fellow musicians and say that you're only short of opening up is it an atrium or an aviary for all the birds to live in, and my favorite obviously being the flamingo. And this is a song that I usually close a lot of my gigs with, and typically what I get the audience to do, and there's a cool video of it that's doing the rounds from my most recent show, which you guys helped me promote, and actually was a sold out show, which was great. I get one half of the room to sing the tonic and the other side of the room to sing the perfect fifth above, and then I sing the tune kind of like a little hymn, and that's usually the way I finish the gigs. And it has a farewell in the title. This is called Bye Bye Little Bird. Go to Mila Mahagath, Mila Buikas, to Tempting Murphy, and to Jennifer, to you, Harry, to Jeff, and to Lauren, and to everybody tuning in. This is Bye Bye Little Bird.
Thank you.
Bye, 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 little bird. And on account of all the wrong things that you've heard, there's nothing I can do or say to try to make you stay. So it's bye, 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 little bird. Bye, 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 little bird. You're now sailing toward the mountains that you prefer. Go forth, but think of me. Be everything you long to be. And bye, 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 little bird. To know there's someone to fly home to has surely made a man of me. But now my heart is a shipless ocean, from thoughts of one I'll never see. Bye, 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 little bird. And though the reasons for our parting are absurd, to the one you love one day, I hope they never ever have to say bye, 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 little bird. Bye, 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 little bird. Bye, 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 little bird.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
Wonderful. Great song. Bye bye, little bird. That's a great way to end it there, Colin. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Harry. Appreciate
And,
it, brother.
No, it's good to see you as always. And
You
hope
too.
to run into you again soon on the Zoom, but more importantly, in person again. It was a treat to meet you. Seems like it seems like such a long time ago that it was Boston, and but it wasn't all that long ago. But it was a treat to see you, and looking forward to seeing you again, hopefully in Ireland.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I hope so. Hope so.
And we do want to find a way to bring some folks down to Nashville and have some fun there too. So
That would be great too. Yeah,
Yes,
that would be great
yes.
too.
So
Yeah.
thank you for being part of the show today, Colm, and Jennifer and Tempting Murphy. Thank you all for being part of the show. It was really really nice to have you, and what's nice about for us anyway is that we always have a chance to hear great music and connect with beautiful people who write so from their soul. And Colm, thank you for being an anchor, and really I appreciate your the truth that comes through when you sing. So thank you for that.
Thanks, Jeff.
And Jennifer, she may be very feisty and very oh my God, don't ever deal with the wrath of her. But oh my God, what a beautiful songwriter you are, and it's so nice to have you here. So thank you. And Harry, I know you were talking, I guess, but
no, it's all good, Jeff. It's all good. And it's I think it's someone's birthday this weekend, so I just wanted to wish them.
It's not a birthday until it happens, you know.
Well, it's almost someone's birthday. So just to get that
you.
out there, an early birthday to Jeff, everybody. So
thank
happy
you.
birthday.
Happy birthday to everyone who maybe have a birthday near September 12th.
That's right.
Happy birthday to everyone, because every day is a day of birth for someone. So that's
true. That
yes, it's a little surreal to have a birthday again. Some years go really fast, some years go really slow, but what's fun is the music in between. So thank you for being part of that and for sharing that light. And I don't know whether we'll be in Nashville before Ireland. We might be, but we're working on a mission here, so we'll figure out the moving pieces along the way. Colm, thank you so much. It's
pleasure.
We are also going to have the show for Paul Williams, and I have you down for a song or two, Colm.
Oh, brilliant. Well, if there's anything I can do to help, it's funny. Next Friday, myself, Oisin, and Quiva are all doing a gig together.
Yay.
And
awesome.
which is mad.
Are you broadcasting it anywhere or recording it?
Well, there's definitely going to be some recordings that I'll put online at some point, and I'll make sure they get to you. And beyond that, I'm actually, at the moment, I'm trying to book a gig for myself and Emily in Ireland in January. So it's crazy. It's crazy to be, the old Boston gang are still alive and kicking,
Oh, just starting. I think this is the beginning of something big. So we'll see.
I hope so.
Well, January is far away. Who knows who might show up to listen to that gig? Anyway, anything's possible. Guys, thanks a lot. Lauren, Harry, thanks for making Jeff's Voice possible. And thanks to everyone tuning in. Please remember to follow our friends on social media, buy their music, support their arts, and we'll see you again. We're back next week, are we?
We are.
And by the way, you can always find us now. If you go to Pulver Studios on YouTube, you can find our older shows and rediscover and relive the music you've heard today. I'm Jeff Pulver. Thanks for being part of Jeff's Place. Till next time, love and light to all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
That is a wrap.
Recording stopped.